Hello everyone, it's Razor here. The last 24 hours have really been unbelievable in the World of Warcraft community, to say the least. If you're unaware, a long-standing player by the name of Byron Bernstein, also known as Wreckful, sadly passed away at some point yesterday, July 3rd, and was confirmed by individuals who knew him personally. Now, it was posted onto Twitter and has resulted in some never-before-seen events that took place across most realms, both retail and classic, with some efforts to honour Byron even away from the Blizzard platform on their private servers. Now, my plan today was to make a video for farming, how to skip some of the raid content for quicker runs. However, this has really kind of struck home for me. I felt the events of yesterday deserve their own videos, or at least some opinions for today as well. Now, I'll be honest, I didn't know Byron personally, but like many of you, I knew of him, and more importantly, I knew of his achievements and his contributions to the community, which I think go a very long way. Now, guys, if you keep up with the news and events on social media and the internet, you'll sadly know that this isn't the first time something like this has taken place. It is vital that we talk and highlight the effects that modern society and the internet has on individuals, and how mental health is growing more than ever while we do very little. Let's be honest. It was such a beautiful event yesterday that took place independently across the community to honour Byron, where many people took it upon themselves to stop what they were doing and travelling over to the Cathedral of Light in Stormwind. Both Horde and Alliance, mind you, slash kneel on the floor towards each other or towards the altar. It was a beautiful thing to see, but we have to ask ourselves why, after such a tragic event, the loss of somebody who was a valued member of our community, why we allowed this to happen, why it's something that everybody, I guess, to an extent knew about, but still persisted to affect this one particular individual who obviously had a lot of things happening in their lives, and it resulted in the worst result possible. Really, it resulted in their death, and yet we all went in support of this person to the Cathedral of Light, to honour this person, because it was too late to do anything else, really, wasn't it? I mean, it's just sad to see. It's good to see that the community has come together, but it's sad to know that it has come together as a result of the loss of one of our people, one of our raid members, one of our party members, one of our community members, a person that many of you may have played with across the years. It's been a long time. If you like myself, like many others that have been playing since the beginning, it's you could have played with people at some point during your slash played hours that you weren't even aware of, that you played with them, and they could have had a slight influence on your life. They may have really just come and gone, but it's sad to see that this person is no more. Now, I've been away from YouTube. I've kept myself up to date really with what happens within the community through the social networking and in-game as well. However, we cannot forget what we must do to stop this from happening again, or at least to reduce the likelihood of it happening again. Now, the internet is really a very easy place to voice each and every opinion you might have, and say what you like to an individual online, because you feel like that's what they should know. It's very easy because you're safe, you're in your own house or on your own device or wherever. You know that it's not going to have an immediate impact on yourself. Even if it has a later impact, it's not going to be something that will affect you immediately. So it's always easier to put something together that can be quite toxic, something that might affect somebody negatively. But what I urge each and every one of you to do is to please take a step back before posting something. Just a few seconds and a deep breath, and really think about what you're about to say, and what the words you're about to put out there onto the internet are going to do to somebody, and how they may affect their life. You can never, believe me, you will never know exactly what is going on in someone's head. It doesn't matter how well you know them. Nobody ever tells you everything that is going on inside their head. They have their own system of the way of what they let people know and what they keep inside of themselves. We are all the same. This is how we think. We want to portray ourselves as a certain individual to the world, but we know within ourselves that we are somebody different. Sometimes you'll have some people who are brilliant, who portray themselves, or they are themselves around everybody else, and they see themselves as the same person inside. But social media helps to cover this up. It helps to put a blanket over what you are like, or what you are feeling, or what is going through your head as an individual, and portrays a different picture to others around you. The reason why I say take a step back before posting something, it doesn't matter how insignificant you think what you're posting will be, or the fact that it might be lost among the hundreds or thousands of different comments. Remember that one comment might not affect somebody, two comments might not, 100, 1,000, a million. They eventually will get the message. And the problem with the internet is a lot of people will take others' opinion as the truth, because I can see from going onto a platform like Twitter, for example, or Facebook, as soon as one person posts one thing, you get a lot of people siding with that person because they believe that that person must have checked the facts that they're putting on, or the non-facts, I guess, that they're listing onto social media, because they've posted it, so it must be true. Well, no, not really. People post what they want. It's a free-for-all. You've got to consider and think about your own opinions. Look into it. Do the research. Think of what it possibly might be from the other side. There's always two stories to every event. There's always a point of view from one side and a point of view from another. Now, if you're going to take one person's point of view and just go on there and absolutely blast somebody with toxicity because somebody else has told you this and you believe it, that's where I want you to stop. Take a deep breath, take a step back. Am I really posting something that I truly believe? Is this person telling me the truth? Is that the truth? Can I find some more information before I make my decision and create my post? Just see it from the other person's point of view. Just think about what might be going through their head, what might be a lie and what might be the truth. Remember that at the moment, and unfortunately for the community, for the social media platforms, for the internet as a whole, we have become a bit of a clickbait culture where we just want likes, we want views, we want comments, we'll put anything and everything out there to make those things happen. Just remember that the next time you take someone else's post as a fact or as confirmation of something that you're going to then, as a result, post about and further the allegations, or further the information that you've been given by somebody else, and develop it and make others think the same way that you do. Just think about what you're saying and whether you truly believe it is true, and truly believe that it cannot be it has no holes in the story, that it cannot be made to be a false accusation or a false claim. Now, it is important to put yourself in another person's shoes, but it is also important to sometimes just stop yourself from saying anything at all. It is important that you take a step back and think about what others might be feeling, what they might be going through. Now, remember what I said before, you can never know exactly what is going on in somebody's head. You can never know exactly what they might be feeling and what they might be going through. The only thing you can see is what they allow you to see. And that's where depression is very, very difficult to diagnose, really, because you have a lot of people that live their lives normally. They live their lives absolutely fine. You think that this person, you probably envy a lot of people that have depression because they make out that they live their life a lot better than they actually do. And behind closed doors and in their own mind, and very late at night when they're about to fall asleep, things that go through their mind, you can never know these things, and you can never be in someone else's shoes. Think about that before you put a post. Now, guys, I just wanted to say these few words because I feel it's important that we continually and healthily build and develop relationships within our community, and we grow together. We all have this love for this game that we all play and want to play continuously in the future and hopefully for many years to come. But we can't influence each other negatively. We've got to stop this toxicity. We've got to stop this bombardment of information and people taking other people's words as fact. We've got to be very smart about the way we take information in. Just remember, some people take all their information on a daily basis from social media and from gaming and the internet, and they will take what you say and what others say as a result as as a criticism, as a bit of a criticism towards their personality or themselves, and it can have a very drastic effect on their life. Thank you guys for listening. I want to leave you with just a quick update to say that I'm going to be posting my next video in the next couple of days, and I hope you're all very safe, very well, and see you soon.